On Apple Valley News Now, authorities say they are investigating a drive-by shooting in West Richland. Plus, a follow-up tonight after someone used hate speech during public comment at the Ellensburg City Council.
And we had a blast of wet weather this morning. We're drying up now, but for how long? I'm tracking all the details in your First Alert weather forecast.
Thank you for being with us. I'm Jill Sperling. We are on early today so we can bring you Monday Night Football at 5. West Richland police are investigating what they're calling a drive-by shooting that happened on Myers Street in the Desert View community, just off West Van Giesen Street. Police say one person was taken to the hospital, but they have not said why or what the motive in the shooting might have been. We'll update you on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, when we learn more. The Washington State Patrol is investigating after 2 people died in a head-on crash near Benton City Sunday. Authorities say the crash happened on I-82 about 3 miles east of Benton City just before 2:30 in the morning. 20-year-old Taj Sohi of Kennewick and 76-year-old David Clark of Prosser died. 2 others in another vehicle were hurt and taken to a nearby hospital. Another driver involved in the crash wasn't hurt. Authorities say they believe drugs or alcohol were involved and that one of the drivers was going the wrong way, but the crash is still under investigation. The city of Ellensburg issued a public apology last week after hate speech was used during the public comment period, but say it was not coming from anyone in their community. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell has been looking into this incident and tells us it's part of a larger problem.
At least a half dozen other local governments in Washington state have been hit by what they're calling Zoom bombing, where people who are not from this area sign up and deliver virtual comment that includes hateful, racist, or anti-Semitic attacks. Now, when I spoke to the city of Ellensburg, they said this was not something they were prepared for. Virtual public comment at the November 6th meeting of the Ellensburg City Council featured the promotion of white supremacy, demands that the council take a stance on Israel, and the repeated use of racial slurs.
You're out of line, Mr. Metzger.
It's free speech.
No.
Yes, it is. Hate speech is free speech.
About a half dozen commenters, the city said in a statement, were not from the community, had signed up using fake names and addresses. Mayor Nancy Lilquist says it came as a shock, but they fell back on their policy that public comment has to pertain to city business. And since these comments didn't, they muted them.
Obviously, caught off guard. That's not who we are as a community. That's not who we want to be. And I, apologize to all the people who had to listen to that because it was pretty ugly. And so, we're kind of weighing our options
so that they're prepared if this happens again and know legally what options they have to respond. Coming up after the game, we'll have more on what steps counties and cities can take to prevent these sort of incidents from happening and what they can do to address it in the moment. Reporting in Ellensburg, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
We have updated election numbers from Yakima County. In the race for Grandview, Mayor Ashley Lara leads against Gloria Mendoza 57 to 42%. In the race for Natchez, Mayor Bill Davis leads against Paul Williams 68% to 30%. In the mayor for Sila's mayor, Roger Bell leads against Russell Carlson 55 to 43%. Check out the election section on our website at applevalleynewsnow.com. You'll find election results for races and measures on the ballot. Let's talk weather. Stacey Lee joins us now with your First Alert weather forecast.
Thanks, Jill. Yes, we had a wet start to our day today. There's the last little band of those showers moving across northern Idaho out of the area for tonight. So that's looking good. We're going to dry out tonight, but just for how long? Now, here's the weather pattern set up for tomorrow. Another band of moisture coming in, mainly going to impact the ocean and the coastline up through central Oregon, possibly into Washington state. But a few of those showers could slide on this track right towards our area. More than likely, we would see those showers going through the Pendleton and Walla Walla area for tomorrow. Overall, looking pretty dry. Right now on our Legends Casino Skycam, it's 53 degrees. Got some sunshine out out there. The clouds moving out. Winds are light at 6 miles per hour, and our sunset right about now, 4:26. Here's your evening planner for tonight. Again, those temperatures are going to cool down pretty drastically after dark. We have a nice cold front moving across. Temperatures dropping down to 45 by 7 in the Tri-Cities, and you'll be down to 44 in Walla Walla by 7 o'clock tonight. So here's what's ahead. Clearing skies overnight. Chilly overnight lows, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. We're looking for widespread frost after 11 o'clock through that area, and we could see some more rain headed our way midweek. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Jill?
Thank you, Stacy. A crackdown on crimes against children. Operation Net Nanny in Western Washington resulted in 15 arrests. The Washington State Patrol's Missing and Endangered Children Task Force led the operation. It's aimed to capture suspects accused of attempted sexual abuse or exploitation of children. The initial operation took place at the end of October in Longview in southwest Washington. 4 more arrests took place last week in Renton. They included a person from Joint Base Lewis McChord and spanned from western Washington to a part of Okanogan County to Molola, Oregon. The Spokane and Othello police departments assisted in the investigation. Today marks 1 year since the killings of 4 University of Idaho students in off-campus housing. Tonight, university students will host a vigil in memory of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves. Representatives of 3 Greek chapters at the University of Idaho will lead the vigil. Organizers hope that it provides a place for the community to heal and honor their 4 classmates. Brian Kohberger is suspected of killing the 4 students. Police arrested him at his parents' home in Pennsylvania last December. Tonight, he remains in the Latah County Jail awaiting trial. A grand jury indicted him in May, though Kohberger waived his right to a speedy trial, pushing back the timeline. Kohberger and his team have since challenged that grand jury indictment, trying to get it dismissed. The judge denied that request. There are also challenges underway to the use of genetic genealogy in this case and whether cameras should be allowed in the courtroom. As of right now, we do not have a clear picture on when this trial will begin. An Army service member who graduated from Gonzaga University in Spokane ranks among those killed Friday in a military helicopter crash in the eastern Mediterranean. 34-year-old Shane M. Barnes graduated from Gonzaga in 2011. He served as a chopper pilot and was assigned to Korea, but previously served in both Iraq and Afghanistan. Barnes and 4 other Army service members died when a chopper crashed during a refueling training mission. The Department of Defense identified the other service members killed as Stephen Dwyer of Clarksville, Tennessee, Tanner Groan of Gorham, New Hampshire, Andrew Southard of Apache Junction, Arizona, and Cade Wolf of Mankato, Minnesota. A warning tonight from Yakima Police. Officers say watch out for the devices shown on your screen. They're called caltrops, 2-inch long, sharp, multi-sided objects. Police say they have flattened tires near West Chestnut Avenue and 66th Avenue. Officers ask that you watch out and report any damage or suspicious activity if you see any. A story of survival. A local man shares his harrowing experience as he faced brain cancer in his 20s. After a wet start to the week, we're drying out. Stacy Lee has your First Alert forecast. And then Stacy and I will talk about her interview with the star of The Golden Bachelor. That and more still ahead on Apple Valley News Now.
If you need workers' compensation because you were injured at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now seeing patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center, providing sports medicine and orthopedic care. His services include arthroscopic surgery, sports injuries treatment, shoulder instability, rotator cuff and replacement surgery, knee reconstruction, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Higgs, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Saturday on Apple Valley News Now, a primetime showdown as the Washington Huskies take on Oregon State live from Corvallis. The Huskies, the Beavers. Saturday Night Football starts at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Guest judge Billy Porter joins Dancing with the Stars live Tuesday on ABC and Disney+.
Jason Valentine. He spent his childhood in Spokane, graduated from the UW, and now tracks weather for you every morning on Apple Valley News Now. Jason Valentine, First Alert Weather. He's local.
Our local experience is the difference.
And on your side.
Our state has changed a lot in the last 140 years. We know because MultiCare has been here, guided by a single purpose, making our communities healthier. That comes from making courageous decisions, partnering with local communities to grow programs and services, and expanding healthcare access to those who need it most. Together, we're building a healthier future. MultiCare.
If you need Social Security disability because you are unable to work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411. Bothwell and Hamill. There's no fee unless you win.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. A physical therapist in Pasco is sharing his journey with cancer. Kyle Bonin is the clinic director at Peak Physical Therapy, helping people with their mobility and strength. But it wasn't so long ago that he was in physical therapy himself, relearning to walk after brain surgery. Bonin was diagnosed with a brain tumor in his early 20s after experiencing double vision in 2009.
It gave me a lot of empathy for my patients because, they're coming to me at their lowest point in life. They're in pain. They used to be so active and now they can't. I used to be running marathons, half marathons, and then I could barely walk. And my PTs took me from that point to getting me to where I am now.
It's been nearly 10 years since the surgery to remove the brain tumor. Coming up tonight after the football game, we'll tell you about some of the challenges Bonin still faces and the way he keeps himself and his patients positive. A popular drug that helps people lose weight has some cardiac benefits. According to a new study, Wegovy reduced the risk of a heart attack, stroke, or heart-related death by 20% in cardiovascular disease patients. The trial also found those who used Wegovy for 2 years were less likely to develop diabetes, lost more than 9% body fat, reduced waist circumference, and improved their blood pressure. Those results released over the weekend at the American Heart Association conference. New CDC data finds American women can expect to live nearly 6 years longer than men. According to that info, the life expectancy gap between men and women widened significantly during the pandemic. According to the CDC, it's attributed to differences in mortality rates from COVID. 2 years ago, the average life expectancy for a woman was 79.3 years and 73.5 years for men. Overall, life expectancy for Americans fell more than 2.5 years since the start of the pandemic, down to 76.1 years in 2021. A lack of daily skincare routine may dim your youthful glow. In honor of National Healthy Skin Month, here are 3 things you can do to improve your skin. Keeping your skin healthy and protected from the sun's radiation can slow the aging process.
I think sometimes people get into a little bit of trouble when they're out in scenarios like skiing in the winter time or doing yard work, things that they don't think about as a high sun exposure activity.
Dr. Sinclair with the Cleveland Clinic recommends wearing a high-quality, mineral-based, broad-spectrum sunscreen even when it's cold outside. Avoid smoking since it not only raises cancer risks but can also cause premature wrinkles and facial aging by restricting blood flow, which can deprive skin of oxygen. Finally, have a disciplined skincare routine. Use an antioxidant like a vitamin C serum in the morning, a gentle but not abrasive cleanser, and a retinoic acid at night to increase collagen and cell turnover. Eastern Washington remains a major home to hops grown for beer. Brewers also depend on other Northwest crops for brewing, but climate change has negatively impacted those products. The weather phenomenon is projected to cause declines in Europe's hop production within the next 30 years, according to a study in the journal Nature. It's also expected to impact barley crops. In fact, some U.S. growers say they've already seen the impact of extreme heat, drought, and unpredictable growing seasons. Winter barley, planted in the fall instead of the spring, has gained some traction, as have more drought-tolerant types of hops. A hop grower in Silverton, Oregon says it will try new varieties because the ones they depend on from Europe have been impacted.
For me, the benefits of growing winter barley is in my mind is sort of a bridge of climate change, going from not understanding what that means to understanding that we need to be thinking about the future and what our weather and what our temperatures and what the amount of water that we have to do any supplemental irrigation is going to be.
Winter barley can also be grown as a cover crop and can be planted when fields are bare to help prevent soil erosion and keep it rich in carbon.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at our satellite and radar. We have that cold front pushing in. Here's that next system sitting off the coast. Mainly is going to impact the coast, but we could see some of this slide on this track right on up into our area tomorrow. But overall, we'll have clearing skies with a few clouds lingering until that next front moves in. Here's the setup for tomorrow. Again, that low pressure pushing right up. After that moves through the area, we'll have a ridge of high pressure building up in the area, and that will bring more sunshine for at least a couple of days. But the possibility of rain is still in the forecast for the next few days. Tomorrow, more than likely dry. Here's our setup for our weather pattern tonight. That's that system we had earlier. Here's what things are looking like tomorrow. Mostly clear, but that system will be impacting the coast. And where the jet stream is, well, we could see some of those showers slide through our region. In fact, on Futurecast, we actually see that tomorrow tomorrow morning through the Walla Walla and Pendleton area. More than likely going to skip through the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. We'll see mostly clear skies. Then we have more showers starting to develop on Tuesday night, kind of scattered and stray in nature, but things start to build up as we get a little bit closer to Wednesday morning, and then we'll see those scattered showers moving through most of the day, clearing out in the early evening with the northerly flow of winds, and things will improve after that. So that's what it's looking like for the next couple of days. Temperatures are mild tonight so far, 53 degrees with clearing skies. Winds are light at 6 miles per hour. Here's our temperature trend. We're staying pretty close to our average in Yakima, a little bit under the average as we get towards the end of the week and into next week. But overall, pretty mild temperatures, not a whole lot. A little bit chilly, though, in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley for our overnight lows. Tri-Cities, those temperatures just below the average here later in the week and just slightly above average to start our week today. So look for mostly cloudy but clearing skies for tonight. Most of us staying above the freezing level. Foothills of the Blues, Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, but then as you get into the Yakima Valley, you're going to feel that cold front a little bit more there. And we're expecting some frost to develop in Ellensburg tonight, as well as the Yakima Valley all the way into Toppenish. Mostly clear skies for us tomorrow with a slight chance of showers, mainly south of Tri-Cities. Pendleton could see a little bit of rain activity in the Blue Mountains, but overall looking good. Temperatures in the 50s there, 40s and 50s all throughout the area. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. Not a bad day Tuesday. Again, a slight light chance of showers. That happens on Wednesday as well. As we get to your Thursday, we cool down just slightly below the average, and then heading into the weekend, we'll just see mostly cloudy skies. So pretty mild weather overall this week. Columbia Basin Tri-Cities will see those showers developing late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Should be out by the early evening. The rest of the week looks pretty dry till we get to Monday, and those temperatures start to slide down in the 20s overnight a few nights this week in Tri-Cities. Walla Walla looking for those showers on Wednesday, 60% chance there. A little overcast tomorrow with a very slight chance of some showers in the region. We stay in the 40s and close to 50 degrees right into next week. So again, mild weather heading through the week. Looking ahead next week, they're talking about a pretty substantial drop. We'll have to keep an eye on that as a lot of people are going to be out traveling the roads for the Thanksgiving week. Jill?
Up next, the star of The Golden Bachelor. The show's fans want answers after local contestant Faith Martin was dismissed. Stacy talked with Gary Turner, and we're talking about that next. A preview is next on Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Tonight on Apple Valley News Now Primetime, Stacy Lee talks with Gary, the very first Golden Bachelor, about the show, our local bachelorette, and more. Stacy Lee one-on-one with a Golden Bachelor, tonight following football on Apple Valley News Now Primetime.
Sleep Shop and Furniture has expanded. To celebrate, all living room furniture is up to 35% off. A queen-size gel mattress for only $399 on hand with immediate delivery. Up to 18 months same-as cash and no credit financing available. Quality furniture, affordable prices.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
This Monday night matchup takes center stage. Russell Wilson leads Broncos country as they ride into Buffalo. Can Josh Allen and the high-flying offense seal another win for Bills Mafia? Broncos-Bills on ABC.
Hi, I'm Gino at Italstone.
Hi, I'm Andrew at Italstone. Excited to join my father's business, a true family business.
And we got great news for you. We just got a fantastic deal on quartz and granite slabs that we want to pass on to you. You'll be shocked at the savings. Come and see us for a free estimate. You'll be glad you did. We are with you every step of the way.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your community Chevy dealers.
Welcome back. Apple Valley News Now. Stacey Lee sat down with ABC's first ever Golden Bachelor, Gary Turner, to ask the burning questions we've all been wanting to hear since Benton City's Faith Martin didn't get her rose after the hometown visit.
It was sad. It was a sad state of affairs. But of course, we had to ask the question that we really wanted to know. Was it Benton City that scared Gary off? Did you enjoy your visit to Eastern Washington?
Yeah, I loved it. It was beautiful. I loved the space. I really loved the time with Faith at her ranch, doing a little horseback riding and seeing how she lived and so forth. So yeah, it's beautiful there.
So there you have it, straight from Gary himself. He loved it here.
It was beautiful.
Coming up after Monday Night Football, more of the burning questions like how Gary made the decision to choose another woman instead of Faith, and who he thinks the first ever Golden Bachelorette should be. Stick around after the game. We'll get to all the juicy details.
I am very excited to hear your conversation. I have been purposely staying away from hearing anything that you may have done.
He was very charming, very well spoken, and gave a great interview. So we're excited for you guys to hear that right after Monday Night Football tonight.
Excellent. Let's take a live look at, take a live look outside.
There you go. Not a bad night. Still seeing a few clouds out there, but things are going to be clearing up. We dry out at least for a day, and then we could see some more showers late Tuesday or Wednesday.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Top Tree Service is committed to providing the best service and experience possible. From the first call to schedule your estimate, through our final after-service follow-up call ensuring complete satisfaction. Your trees are valuable assets, and we ensure our ISA-certified arborists will protect your investment. The health and safety of your trees are our top priority. Call today to schedule a free estimate and experience the Top Tree Service difference for yourself.
Is your home in need of a remodel? Then transform your living space with help from Costless Carpet.
Have you heard about Costless Carpet's new Rhino SPC? It's changing the flooring industry. Durable, waterproof, with amazing looks that are blowing our customers away. Rhino SPC has 20 and 30 mil wear layers, making it more durable and easy to install. Costless Carpet stocks over 25 different visuals and has wide planked woods and 12 by 24 tile designs too. To find your nearest store, visit costlesscarpet.com.
Boats and houseboats
Just like a home on the lake.
in an awesome small town on a huge lake in North Idaho.
It's different and beautiful and just a little piece of heaven.
Fly the Northwest over Bayview. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Tragedy, devastation, heartbreak. All eyes on Israel.
With the Middle East in chaos.
Every morning, turn to your trusted source. Good Morning America.
Tracking the latest this morning.
ABC News on the ground, on the front lines.
You can hear the sound of an explosion.
What happened overnight?
Gaza is under total siege.
Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest.
I'll be here with breaking news so you'll be up to date as you get ready for the busy day ahead.
Every morning when it matters most. Trust ABC and Apple Valley News Now.
Join me Thursday at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar for our Golden Bachelor Watch Party.
Only 2 more episodes of The Golden Bachelor. Get awesome food and drinks and enter to win great prizes from Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're going to want to grab your coat tomorrow morning. It's going to be chilly and we could see some widespread frost in Yakima and Ellensburg. Look at those cool temperatures there in Yakima. A little bit warmer in Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. Temperatures hit the mid-40s and kind of stay there throughout the day. So a little bit on the cool side for us tomorrow. Here's that 7-day planning forecast for Yakima and Tri-Cities. A little bit chilly overnight, Wednesday into Thursday. Could see a few snowflakes in the upper elevations of the Cascade Mountains. We'll see some showers down below with those temperatures staying pretty steady all week long in the 40s and low 50s. Let's take a look at Walla Walla and Hermiston. Similar story there. More chances of rain though as you get closer to the foothills of the Blues, and those upper elevation of the Blues could be seeing some snow starting to build up as we go through Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have kind of a couple of mild days Thursday, Friday, and more rain headed our way next week. So Jill, pretty mild weather still for November. I feel like
it's not bad.
We've been skating through it. So
yeah, I agree. I don't mind it, but you said that there might be a drop coming.
There might be a drop next week, so I'm keeping my eyes on that for you.
All right, well, brace for that. Well, Monday Night Football is next. Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight after the game, and you can find the latest at applevalleynewsnow.com.